Hello everyone, good morning students. Dear students, in previous class we take and discuss a very important chapter of your syllabus which is quadrilaterals, and in previous classes we take and discuss so many important questions based on quadrilaterals, and we also take so many important theorems based on quadrilaterals. Now in today's class we are going to take and discuss a very important chapter of your syllabus which is circles. Now in that, this is one of the most important chapter of your syllabus. Dear students, in this chapter circles there are so many important theorems, and also also the important question based on each and every theorem. And before discussing the theorems, first of all we clear the concept of each and every terms related to circles which are very important for you. Okay, so let's see. First of all, we are going to discuss about what is the concept of circle. So you know that everyone, you know that very well, dear students. Circle is suppose that any moving object move in a plane in such a way its distance from a given fixed point is always constant, then the path of the moving point P is called the circle, and that fixed point is called the center of the circle, is called what? Center of the circle. And that constant distance from the center and any point on the circle like A, B, C, P, that is Q. The distance between any point, the distance between the center and any point on the circle like OQ, OA, OB, OC and OP remains constant, and that constant distance is called the radius of the circle. It is represented by R, that is OA is equal to OB is equal to OC is equal to OP is equal to OQ, each equal to R. This is the radius of the circle. Okay, dear friends. So in this way you clear the concept of that topic, circle. This is very important chapter for you and your upcoming second term examination. Now we are going to discuss some other important terms related to circle. Let's see. Now look, there is so important terms related to circle like radius, diameter. Radius is discussed right now. Chord, arcs, central angle, segment of the circle. Similarly, sector is also very important term. Sector of the circle. And congruent circles. What is the concept of congruent circles? And second last next one is what? Congruent arcs, means in which condition the arcs are congruent. These are the very important terms related to circle. Now we discuss one by one. Let's see. Suppose that this is the circle, this is OB, the center of the circle, and radius is clear. The distance between the any point on center and any point on the circle is called the radius. Now diameter, the double of the radius is called diameter, and diameter is denoted by D. Suppose that A be any point on the circle and B be any point on, and if we join OB, AB, here AB is your diameter, AB is your AB is your diameter of the circle, means double of its radius. OA is equal to OB is equal to radius, so diameter AB is equal to 2r. Okay, now we are discussing about the chord. Therefore, suppose the C and D be any 2 points on the circle, and the line segment joining any 2 point of the circle is called the chord of the circle. So in this way, CD is the chord of this circle. Similarly, diameter is also the chord because of it also join the 2 points on the circle. But if the chord passing through the center, dear students, if the chord is passing through the center, then it is said to be a diameter, and diameter is the longest chord of the circle. Okay, this is also diameter is the longest chord. Longest chord of the circle. Longest chord of the circle is also the chord diameter, called diameter, longest chord. So now clear. So now arc. Therefore, a continuous piece of a circle is called arc. A continuous piece of a circle is called arc. Okay, now we discuss all about that. Now central angle. Therefore, the angle subtended by an arc at the center of the circle, like that. Look, the arc CD subtend that angle at the angle of its center, that is theta. Angle COD is the central angle. Similarly, minor and major arcs are two types of. There are two types of arc, minor and major. So CD is your minor arc and DC is your major arc. Okay, minor means small, major means large. So CD is your minor arc and arc is represented by in this way. CD is your minor arc and DC is your major arc of the circle. Okay, dear friends. So this is the important concept related to arc. Central angle is now segment. What is the segment? Dear student, the region bounded by an arc and a chord. Suppose that CD is a chord, and then that region is what? This is the segment of the circle. Similarly, this region bounded by the minor arc, so that is called the minor segment. And now, if we take the arc DC, major arc, that region is said to be the major segment. So in this way, there are two types of segment. Now sector, what is the sector? Dear student, the region bounded by an arc and radii of circle, like that. Look. Now, dear friend, now look, this is the radii. Suppose that OA and that region is called the sector of the circle. Means the region bounded by an arc and the radii of circle is called the sector of a circle. And congruent circle, there two circles are said to be congruent if they have the same radii, and congruent arcs means two arcs of a circle are congruent to each other if they subtend equal angle at the center of the circle. So in this condition, they are congruent to each other. If arc are congruent, then circle is also the congruent to each other. So this is a very important result related to that topic. If two arcs of a circle are congruent, then the circle is also congruent to each other. So please remember all these points, all these terms, which is very important for this chapter. Now we are going to take some important theorem related to that topic. Let's see. take a very important theorem, and the very important theorem related to that circle, chapter circle. And theorem is, if two arcs of a circle are congruent, if two arcs of a circle, if two arcs of a circle are congruent, are what, dear students? Congruent. Okay, then the corresponding chords are equal. Then the corresponding chords are equal. If two arcs of a circle are congruent, then the corresponding chords are equal. Prove it. Prove it. So, dear students, this is a very important theorem related to chapter. Okay, now look. Now, dear student, let first of all we form a circle. We draw a circle. Let's see. Suppose that we first of all we take a circle with center O and radius R. Let us take two arcs AB and CD, and the arcs are congruent. So in this way they subtend equal angle at the center. So now we join in this way, dear friends, and we also join the chord AB and CD. This is called AB and CD, and that one is equal to that one. Now, first of all, we write the given a circle C with center O and radius R. In radius R, in which two arcs AB and CD are congruent, in which arcs AB and CD are congruent to each other. That is, congruent to each other means what? Ki arc AB is congruent to arc CD. It means that both the arcs subtend equal angle at the center. That is, angle AOB is equal to angle COD. This is given. This is what? So we write these things in the given. Okay, now we write to prove. We have to show that then their corresponding chords are equal. We have to show that AB is equal to CD. The chords are equal. We have to show that AB is equal to CD. Okay, and construction is what? Join OA, OB, OC and OD. Join OA, OB, OC and OD respectively. This is the little bit construction for that theorem. Okay, dear students. Now we write its proof. Dear students. So what is the process to proving that theorem? So look, first of all, dear students, we take in triangle AOB and in triangle COD. Now in triangle OAB and triangle COD, we have what we have. Look, OA is equal to OC, O is equal to OC. This is each equal to R. OA is equal to OC. OB is equal to OD. OB is equal to OD. This is also given. Each equal to R. And one thing is that angle AOB is equal to angle COD. This is what, dear students? This is given in our question. This is given in our question, and OB is equal to OD. This is each equal to what, dear students? R. Each equal to R. Thus, by which congruence criteria? Now look. Thus by SAS congruence criteria, triangle AOB is congruent to triangle COD. So dear friends, you know that if two triangles are congruent to each other, then by the concept of CPCT means corresponding part of the congruent triangle must be equal to each other. So in this way they are congruent to each other. So thus by CPCT we have AB is equal to CD, hence proved. Okay, dear students, so in this way, dear student, you can solve that type of theorem. This is one of the most important theorem of your syllabus. So please, dear students, do more and more practices of that type of theorem. After that, you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise. Okay, dear students, now we take and solve some other important questions as well as theorem based on the chapter circles. Let's see. Now, dear friends, we take and solve some important theorem based on now look, we take a very important theorem, and there are so many questions based on that theorem also. Now we take a very important theorem, and the theorem is the perpendicular from the center of a circle, the perpendicular from the center of a circle to a chord bisects the chord. bisects the chord. Okay, this is the very important theorem based on that one. Okay, now look, first of all we draw a circle with center O and chord. We take A and B be any 2 points on the circle and we joining them. So this is the chord. And if we draw, suppose that we draw OL is perpendicular to AB. Now we have to do some construction, and construction is what? We just join OA and OB. OA and OB respectively. And we have to show that key bisect the chord. That perpendicular bisects the chord means AL is equal to BL. We have to show it. Okay. Now let's see. First of all, we write given. In given, what I do? What I write? We write a circle C with center O and radius R, in which that one OL is perpendicular to AB. It is given in our question. That is, perpendicular means what? Angle OLA is same as angle OLB and each equal to 90 degree. This is the given in our theorem, in our result. Okay, we have to show it, now prove it. We prove it. Now look, after that we write to prove what I prove. Okay, after that we write as to prove. We have to show that the OL, dear friends, OL bisects AB, that is AL is equal to BL. We have to show it, and we have to do some construction also. Look, we write construction. What I do? Join OA and OB. Now we will write its proof. This is the proper sequence to proving any theorem. Okay, you know that very well, students. Now in triangles OAL and OBL, we have, look, OA is equal to OB because of each equal to R. Look, OA is equal to OB. This is each equal to R. Okay. Angle OLA is same as angle OLB. Each equal to 90 degree, and OL is equal to OL. This is common in both the triangles. Thus by RHS congruence rule, triangle OAL is congruence to triangle OBL. Triangle OL congruence to triangle OBL. Thus by CPCT we get AL is equal to BL. Hence proved. In this way, we can say that the perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle to the chord bisects the chord. This is a very important result, and there are so many important questions of in your NCERT exercise based on these topics. So please dear students, do more and more practices of all the important theorem which we discussed in that class. We just revise all the chapters. We already discussed so many times of each and every theorems and question also. So in this way you practice for your second term examination. Okay, dear students. Now in this way, now in next class we take and solve some important questions based on the circle, and we also take some important theorems. Okay, dear students. So please to revise all the important questions and theorems. Okay, now thanks to all.